audio.
Got confused? So no need to worry. First, you need to know about the tags that are being included in HTML5. Then you can also create this with just HTML. So HTML5 did not just upgrade the HTML, it introduced a whole set of new tags that can completely change how you structure a website. So everyone knows about div and p tag. But did you know that HTML5 introduced some hidden gems like your progress, the meta tag, the details, the summary tag? So these tags are rarely used, but once you know them, you'll start spotting opportunities everywhere. The HTML5 brought many new semantic tags as well, but today we will explore the ones most beginners don't even know that they exist. So let's start with the first tag, that is simply your progress. So this progress tag simply shows your task completion. It can be any task. So it displays the progress of a task like simply your file upload or maybe quiz completion. So first, let's give it a label. Let's say simply download progress. Then in the progress tag, you simply need to give it a value as simply how much the download has been completed. So let's say 70, and we need to use one more attribute, that is max. Like what is the maximum value of this? So it will be like 100 only. See, so simply 70% of your download has been completed. So at second, we simply have the meter tag. It is simply used for things like your scores, ratings, or maybe any capacity. Let's again have a label. Let's say your disk usage. Then simply the meter tag. And again here the value as simply as 0.6. So see. So now let's create a simple FAQ, or maybe what we call it as accordion. So with HTML, you can simply create this with just two HTML tags. That is simply details and summary. So simply your details tag, then simply summary tag. So let's say we have simply what is HTML. So after this summary tag, simply a p tag explaining what is HTML. So let's say for now, HTML stands for, as you know, hypertext markup language, right? So see, and let's again have some line breaks. So see, we simply created a FAQ. See, it's expanding and again collapsing. So you might have seen this in many websites. Now let's have the mark tag. So it simply highlights the text like a highlighter pen. So let's say we simply have a p tag again, which says HTML is the simply backbone of the web. So let's say we want to highlight this backbone. So simply keep that thing inside the mark tag. See, the backbone got highlighted, right? So with this, you can highlight the important points. Then we also have output tag. So with this, you can simply show calculation results, and it works with the forms to display results. So first you need to have the form tag, then simply input of type number. So let's say simply IDA for the first input, and it simply have the plus. Then again, we simply have input of type number again. Then with the ID as simply B. Now we need to use output tag. So the name, we need to use this name attribute, and let's say simply your result. So now what we need to do, simply in your form tag, the on input attribute with simply, let's say, as simply we have here result. So we need to convert this. So as you know, in your input field, whatever type you will give, it will be simply treated as strings. So simply result dot value would be %. Then simply your a dot value plus %. Then again b dot value. See, it gave the output 10 by simply adding this to input fields. So if you are confused about this thing, like this part, don't worry. I will make a separate video on this later on. But for now, just know that we also have output tag through which we can simply add two input fields. Then at last, we simply have an abbreviation tag, that is simply your ABBR. So with this, what we can do, let's say again, we simply have a P tag, and let's say the abbreviation that we have is simply WHO. And let's say with some text like it was found in 1948. So with this, what we can do, we can simply give a title attribute, and let's say here we are writing simply the full form of our abbreviation. So simply World Health Organization. So this attribute simply gives a tooltip. That means if you hover on this WHO, see, you will get to see this, the full form that we wrote here in the title tag. So this way you can give abbreviation, and upon hovering, one can see the full form, right? So these tags may not appear in every project, but they make your site more accessible and user-friendly. From progress bars to collapsible FAQs, these small touches simply create a big impact. So next time you write HTML, try using at least one of these tags. It will make your web page stand out. So hope you all understood about these tags. So see you all in the next one. Till then, take care.